Welcome everyone. So today we are going to start our webinar. The topic that we are going to cover today are update balance sheet stock, merge masters, update item tax category, master series group tagging, update item critical level, update item price or discount, update item discount structure, master synchronization, update master print name, auto creation of invoices and challan, and delete unused masters. In Busy, these topics are under utilities. In bulk updation. You will find the sub options there. So now we are going to see in Busy the practical implementation, how we are going to do this. In utilities, bulk updation. The number one is update balance sheet stock. What is the meaning of this? Let me put one purchase here. This is one purchase I have done. The stock is in my godown main store now. When I see the balance sheet month wise, if I see this, there is no stock here. You can see there is no stock lying here. Nothing is there. If you see it date wise, there will be closing stock here coming from the purchase. So you can update this balance sheet stock when you see month wise. You can update here also, update balance sheet stock. Here you can do 1 month by 1 month or from or end date. But if you want to do in a bulk, you can go to the update balance sheet stock here. There is one more option, GP ratio. We'll see that. Book stock means it will put the actual value of the closing stock in your books to your month-wise balance sheet. When you say okay, say going for April only, or you want to do it for all month, you can select 1 month, you can skip this month, or you can do it for all month. Like this you can do. See, for each month it is doing 12 time. Stock is updated now in the month wise. You see month wise, it's updated now. Here it is. In all the months it's updated basically. Now you do one sale. You have done one sale. If you see the balance sheet here, the profit is 200. You can update your closing stock here so that gross profit ratio, the GP ratio, can be achieved. Let's go to the update balance sheet stock again. GP ratio. How much GP ratio you want? Let's say you want a 50% GP ratio. See, like this, you can update your GP. I'll show you again how we are doing this. GP ratio. Gross profit ratio is basically the profit upon sales multiplied by 100. How much you want? You want it 20%? This you can do one by month, or you can say you want it for April only. Other you can skip like this. Each and every month you can select here. see the profit is changed now. Sale is 200, so 20% is 40. Accordingly, closing stock is adjusted. Accordingly, it is adjusted. So the variable figure is obviously closing stock if you want to achieve the GP ratio. So you can update your stock on the basis of GP ratio also. The next one is the merging of masters. We have created one item A. We have used that in the transaction. Let's create one more item. This is the item A. We have used that in the transaction. We'll do one more transaction here. Create one more item. Now we come to the utilities again. In bulk updation, merge master. It can be done for item or account. Selected, let's say item B. We want to merge all the transaction of item B into item A. Means item B will be replaced by item A everywhere in the transaction. Select item A. What you want to do after merging? Do you want to delete the source, that is item B, after merge? You completely you want to remove, you can do that. So we are doing it. See, both the purchase are now with item A. Both the purchase. Other thing is item B. If you change the units here, let's say grams, and you do some transaction here. Let's say item B on the grid here. Units are different now. If you come to the utilities, bulk updation, merge master, item B to be merged with item A. See, both units should be same. If you are using main and alternate, both should be same. Then only it will be merged. Else, if you are also using batch, parameter, MRP feature, again you cannot merge the items. So these are the key points. If you have different group, then it's okay, you can merge it, but the unit is the main thing. Or you are using some feature like batch and parameter, then also you cannot merge those items. This was the item B. We have used that in the transaction. Still, if you want to do that, cannot do even if there is no transaction. So this is the point to remember in merge master. Similarly, you can do for your accounts. The use is people sometime open duplicates account. Ram Mohan, Ram space Mohan, different person, key person, billing person, account person. For the same concerned person, they open different account. Different item, duplicacy of item is there. So this is basically used there. You can remove duplicacy, you can merge it. And later on, you can take care that the duplicacy is not repeated again. The next is the update item text category. This is also quite interesting. This utilities option basically saves your lots of time. The things that you have to do it manually going to one by one item, you can do here in utility in bulk updation. This is the important point here, that it saves lots of time. Let's say you have two items here. There is no text category, item B, no text category. Suppose you have line item of 1000. You want to put text category there. Text category can be 2, 3 or maximum 4, 5 in one organization, in one state. So how to map it? It's difficult to do one by one. We can go to the utilities, bulk updation, update item text category. In all item you want to do in group of item, in this particular group of item, or you can select item. So this option is there. We can select Let's say all item, my case update 5%. So in all the items 5% text will be updated. You can select group by group, you can do selected item also. Update. Now check the items. 5% is updated here. You can see 5% is here. So in a bulk you can do this. Master series group tagging. This master series group, I will explain you basically what is this and what is the use of this master series group. It is the part of the busy enterprise edition. Master series group, the functionality of this feature is the filtration of data user wise. The best example is, suppose you have multiple location or multiple branches. Everybody is working online on the central database. Somebody has head office in India, branch office is in, let's say, Lagos, Nigeria, another branch is in Dubai. They are centrally working in the central database, or within the same country there can be different state. In India there can be Delhi, Calcutta, Bombay, Madras, Hyderabad. So when everybody is working on the server, the crucial point is that the user of a particular branch should see his or her data only. The concerned person of the branch should not have access to the data of the other branch. Not only the transaction, the masters also. There can be some items which belong to a particular branch only. Some parties belong to particular branch only. Cash account belong to this branch only. Data belong to this branch only. So they should see their data only. We can filter it using this master series group. On which master we can put the filter? These are the masters. So we can enable it where we want the filtration. Master series group is obviously one master is there. You can create, I have already created few ABCD branch wise. You can create branch 1, branch B, branch C, branch D. So this is just an example. Now how to put that in the master? You have already database with you. How to push, how to tag? Let's take an example. This window will open. Tell me the master series group. One by one doing this is very tedious job. It will take more than 10 days if you have huge data to map it. That's why utility is here in the bulk updation. Update master series group. Which master you want to do? Let's say item. All or group you can select. Load list. You can say this item, which master group you want to update. You can do more than select more than one also, or select all, retain all master already tagged, keep it as it is and add these also. Like this you can do. So let's see the master series group working now. See, it is updated here. So filtration of data can be done using this feature. It also helps in the case of the offline syncing of branch data from to head office. When the control of the master is with the head office, they are creating master. They don't want that master to be sent to all the branches. While creating master, they can tag it. This master should go to this branch only while syncing data in the data synchronization. Let's go to the next feature. Update item critical levels. So critical level is defined here. Maximum level, minimum level, reorder level. So once in the master you can define it like this, 10, 5, 2. You can give anything here. This warning will come to you. You will get the report. But if you want to update it on the basis of the transaction, how it works, I will show you. One sale I have done on first. Let's increase the quantity here. Let's create some sample data so that you can clearly understand it. Another sale I am doing on second. say 3 piece, another on 5th, 1 piece. So we have created some data. Let's see the list of the sales now. So 1 to 5, in 5 days, 6 quantities have been sold. We can do, let's say, make it 2. In 5 days, 5 quantities are sold now. Here it is. 5 days, 5 quantities are sold. So this is the data we have created. Now we will go to the utilities, bulk updation, update item critical level. All item, group of item, one item, understood. One MC, group of MC, all MC, understood. This will update on the basis of the consumption. From where the consumption is coming, sale, purchase return, production, unassembled, stock journal, stock transfer, material issue. Consumption means how the material is removed from your stock. This utility will update the stock on the basis of the consumption. What is the trend of consumption during that period? Suppose during that particular month, you don't know how much stock you want to keep. So you can tell the software that on the basis of this date, update my stock. Range of date you can define. All voucher you can select, and date range, pick transaction from this to this, and how many days stock you want, you can specify here. Let's say you want stock for, to make you understood, I will keep it simple. I'm saying 2, so that you can easily understand it. Okay. See, from where the 2 is coming, let's do it again. Utilities, bulk updation, item critical level, specified below. Let's say 3. I want stock for 3 days at all the level. So how the calculation is going on, I will explain you how it is working, and I will change my data also so that you can understand. In 5 days, 5 quantities are sold. Let's increase our quantities here. In 5 days, 15 quantities are sold. See, 15 in 5 days. So for 1 day, you need 3 quantity. 15 divided by 5 comes to 3. Means for 1 day, you need 3 quantities of stock. This is the average that we can get from this transaction. 1 day stock is 3 average. For how many days you want stock, it will be multiplied. So we'll come to the bulk updation again. For how many days you want to keep stock? Let's say maximum 5. Now we will change it. Reorder 3, 2. So our multiplying factor is the 3. So we can check the 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by like this. Multiplication factor is working here. Now the days that we are specifying there, we can define that date here also. Maximum 10 days, minimum 2, reorder 5. We can specify day here also. When we do the bulk updation, update item critical, we can say pick from master. So these days transaction, it will take the average consumption of 1 day multiply by the days, number of days, for how many days we want this stock with us. So this is the concept here. Consumption can be checked for the one MC or group of MC or MC if there are multiple MC. So this is the critical level updation based on the consumption criteria of your items. Next is the update of item price and discount. I'll put some price here. Let's say my sale price is 100 here. Utilities, bulk updation, update item price, discount. So you can update item price. You want to update item basic price, one item, group of item, or all item you want to select. What you want to update? Sale price, purchase price, minimum sale price, MRP sale price. See, if you go to any master of the item, these are the prices that you can update based on any formula. So this field we can update, we can tick any field. What you want to do, you want to add, subtract, or equal it. You want to add absolute amount or percentage inclusive. All these options are there. One by one you have to tick. I want to update sale price. I want to add it, add a percentage. Let's say you want to increase it by 20%. Let's check the master. It's 120 now. Make it 100 again. We'll do something else. You want to subtract it by how much percent? Similarly, it will deduct. You want to equal it. Let's say you want to equal it 200. It's 200 now. One is the percentage inclusive. Percentage inclusive is the reverse calculation actually. This is the percentage. Suppose you want to add 10%. Take an example, 10%. Then 100 plus 10%. It will come to 1110. But if you say percentage inclusive, it is the reverse calculation. Means the final amount. What is the final amount from which if we deduct 10%, 100 will come. So see how the reverse is going. The number one is the percentage is the sale plus 10%, it will comes the new sale price. Inclusive means the final amount should be such that if you deduct 10%, it will come 100. So reverse calculation is going on. So you can round off also, like always upper, always lower automatically. You don't want to round off nearest to how much rupees. You can say 10, 20, 30 like this you can define here. So you can say round off like this here. So we're keeping it 1. Absolute, percentage inclusive. So this is the percentage inclusive here. We have round off near to 1. So that's why it's round off. If you deduct 10% out of 111, it will come to 100. How much round off you want? You can define it like it's 10, you can say here, or 20, you can say 5 here, up to 5, make it round off. Percentage inclusive, let's say 10%. So like this you can do. Round off is there, any amount you can find here. Now percentage is to be applied on which amount? You want sale price to be added by 10% of what? Sale price, purchase price, minimum sale price, MRP. Yes, all the options are there. You can select. Update zero master also you can. In some master there is no price. You can say update zero master also. When you say equal to 100, you can say update zero master also. So if there is no price, that will also be updated. Let's say in the purchase price you have defined, but there is no sale price. Sale price is 0, and you want percentage to be added 10% of purchase price. But if there is no sale price, you can tick it. If there is 0, then also it will be updated. So this is the concept here. Similarly, if you have multiple price list of item, you can update your multiple price list also here. Based on that, A, B, C category will be updated. Or should I show you that? Where this is the lengthy concept, but I think you will be able to understood it. In the utilities bulk updation, we were at the multiple price list. So thus the category will be added. Which category you want to update? Sale price. Here also on which category the formula should pick. So this is the category will come here. The next is the update of the discount structure from based on the price category or the item discount you want to update. Rest is the same as of the sale price. Everything is same. So I hope this you can do it once you know how to update price. Discount is everything is same. Everything is same. Update item discount structure. You have few items, you have discount structure, you want to push that in the items, you can do it. Update item price. In the sale, you want to update which discount structure, you can select here update. If you see the masters now, see this is pushed updated here. So from bulk you can do it, one item, group of items, selected item. Master synchronization, this is quite interesting. Let's change the financial year and see how it is working. We have a master here. Let's say busy. This is the master here. All the details are there. We are changing the financial year now. Everything will be carried. So the master is updated here. Here it is. Now we go back to the back here. Now you are working here and you add something else in the master. Let's say you added address here. It won't go to the next financial year. Now the balances will be carried forward. If you change the name, Busy will ask you, should I change the name in the other financial year also? But the other details, they won't carry forward. If you change the financial year, yes, new and change master. If you see the master here, it's not updated here. It's not updated. So you can sync data. Master synchronization comes into the picture. Utilities, bulk updation, master synchronization, account, key field is the name, identify the name and match it. You can select everything or you can select one by one. You can do by grouping also. Optional field wise also you can filter it. There is option of select all. So which financial year you want to update? Both common master in source and target financial year. Match the common master and update it. Only new master, the new master created in source financial year will be carried forward to the next financial year even without changing the financial year, or the both. Update master group also, if you have changed the group also in 1 year, it will be updated in the next year. So we are doing it now. This process is completed now. If you change the financial year, see the address is updated here. So this is the concept. You can do it with the other masters also. In utilities, bulk updation, synchronization you can do with the account, item, bill of material center. These are the masters you can sync. Update master print name. This is also very interesting these days. There is a print name option. You want to do something with that? Let's do it. come to the master configuration. There is a generate print name automatically. How many component you want? You want name? Any width is there for name, or you want to define delimiter or yes or no? Any sign? Number 2, you want group name by 10. So the maximum 40, character 10 plus 10 hours is 20, no problem. Maximum number of component can be 10. You can freeze it, print name means nobody can change it. It's saved. See, now it is showing here. But if you make any changes in that, you are putting allies here. See, this is the print name which generated automatically from there. Item name, delimited dash, then the group. If you change it in the master configuration here now, group name, you are changing with allies. It is updating here. But if you want to do in a bulk, you cannot press enter and enter on each and every item. You cannot do that. How it is doing here when we are pressing enter? Have you seen that? I have changed it. I have pressed enter. It's not here. If I will press enter, then only it will come. If you have more than 1000 items, it's not possible for you to press enter on each and every item. Only on modifying mode it is working. How to do it in the bulk? Utilities, bulk updation, update master print name, item, all item or group of item, done. See, it's done now. And we have freeze it, that's why it is red. You cannot change it. We have freeze that structure actually while doing the configuration. The next one is the auto creation of an invoice and challan. Very simple concept. Let's put some order here. We are doing sales order. Again, we are doing one. So 2 orders are there pending. What we can do with that? Auto creation of invoice. Now you can automatically create invoice from challan, invoice from order, or challan from order. From order you can do 2 things. Order can be converted into challan, material issue, or order can directly be converted into invoice also. 2 options are there for order. Let's take an example. We are converting order into invoice directly in bulk. Sales order, which series, which date you want to pick, one party, all party, how you want to do that. All the options are there. You want to select one party, group of party, it will show you the order. Tick or select all. Now invoice will be created in which series, which should be the sale type. You want a single invoice or a separate invoice? Separate invoice means 2 order means 2 invoices will be generated here. One means only if you untick it, one invoice will be generated. And what should be the date of that invoice? Separate invoice means you can define date. Invoice date same as order date, this date, or one date you can define here. 2 invoices will be generated out of 2 order, but this would be the date. Or you want to retain this date, you will tick this option. Or if you want to generate a single, you can define here, let's say on 10th of April, and generate. If you see the sales here, let's see the reports here. So picture will be clear because we have multiple sales there. So we'll see the report so that we can track down the sale invoice. pending wise order, sales order, date voice. So here it is, clear quantity. This is the sales order. This was the clear. So one invoice was generated. Here it was cleared. So we track down it. One single invoice will was generated. So you can see that in a bulk you can do it. Similarly, you can generate challan from order. The concept is same. You have to enable the challan. Everything is same. Similarly, if you have pending challan, see challan can be converted into invoice only. Challan cannot be converted into order. The process is that quotation to order, order to challan, challan to invoice. So order can be converted into higher hierarchy of the challan. Hierarchy of the transaction means challan and the invoice, and challan can be converted into the invoice. So the concept is exactly same, exactly same. So we'll move on to the next option, delete unused master. You know, in busy there are some unused masters, especially when you want to delete that in a bulk. So how you are going to do that? In utilities, bulk updation, there is the option of delete unused master. Account, item or material center, three type of masters you can delete. All account or any group you want to delete. Delete account with opening balance means unused masters are those masters which are not used in any of the transaction during that particular financial year. And still there are some masters which are not used in the transactions, but they do have the opening balance. You can delete those also, like this. If you say okay, those masters will be deleted. Similarly for material center. So this is the option of deleting unused master. If you press Control D, then you can delete voucher and masters also. This is the screen here which we get through the Control D. Control D works with the super user, or directly you can come to the utilities, bulk updation, and delete unused master. Like this you can delete it. So these are the topics that we have covered today in the bulk updation. So I hope it was educational for you once again. And if any queries there, so you can write me on my email, that is kamal.yadav@bg.in. My Skype ID is kamal.yadav@live.com, live.com. So you can contact me anytime. You can write me, you can Skype me if you have any doubt, any suggestions are there to improve webinar, or any topic that you want to be covered in the future webinar. So you all are welcome. So for today we are saying bye. We are closing this session, and we will very soon come with a new webinar session. Thanks a lot for attending. Bye bye. Have a nice day.